Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching today. Today is Monday, June 5th, into the first full week of June. So today, I want to keep it short. It's late in the day, or this is probably like my middle of my day, around 5, 6 o'clock. That's like lunchtime to most, because the rest of the day will be phone calls to early evening. But today, two things. Well, one thing to think of is just show up and do your best. That's it. Those two things are very simple to get through or have a productive day. So, and those are the things that you can reflect on at the end of every day. Did you show up? Did you show up in the aspect, not physically, but could be physically, but not, did you show up and start the things that you wanted to accomplish every day? Did you show up, or did you push it off? Did you go, did you procrastinate? Did you say, well, I was going to do this and I was going to do this and I was going to do this, and you procrastinate, got busy with other things, and personal things came in, and you took a little longer lunch than you should have, and you got up later than you should have, and you're playing around on your phone on social media longer than you did. And did you actually do your best today? If today you looked back and thought at the beginning of the day, today's the day, if I did the best I could all day long, it will actually impact the rest of my life of success. How hard would you work today if today you just would be the only day you had to work, and it would set the tone for the rest of your life? Do you know what I mean? Like, example, I use the joke with myself sometimes when I'm trying to be healthy and want to lose a few pounds. I go, it's so easy but hard to do. If I said, hey, I only have to eat well and exercise, do really well one day, and that's the only day I ever have to do it the rest of my life, how hard would I work that day on my health? Same with your business. Did you prospect? Did you make connections? Did you have good conversations with people? Did you follow up? Did you pick up a new buyer? Did you pick up a new seller? A new buyer, new seller. To be specific, what I mean by that is, yes, there's a little luck involved in making enough calls and enough contacts to find someone that's buying or selling today. But did you meet a new buyer today and a new seller today? What I'm saying, that you had a connection, you talked to them, you introduced yourself, you build some type of rapport, either on the first call or the 10th call, or the connection that you had with them, and knowing that, and you put them in a timeline. When are they looking to buy? When are they looking to sell? And if someone said, well, yes, I'm definitely looking to buy in X amount of years because I'm finished with my job, or I'm retiring, or my kids are graduating from school, or I have a contract with my employer up until this date, and I'm going to have to sell my house and move to somewhere else. Putting someone on a timeline, because almost everybody has some type of timeline, and a lot of people out there have specific timelines. They go, this time, probably, within reason, a year, 4 years from now, 5 years from now. So that's the connection. I think at the end of every day, minimum, you've picked up one new buyer, one new seller to put in your timeline of business. Imagine if you picked up one new buyer, one new seller every day. That's 365 new buyers that you put in your timeline of in the next 1, 2, 5, 10, 15 years, and 365 new sellers over the next year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. That's all it is. It's simple as that. It's kind of like back to losing weight. If you could lose 1 pound a week, you could lose 52 pounds in a year. If you could lose 1 pound every other week, every 2 weeks, you lose 1 pound, a half a pound a week, you could lose 26 pounds in a month, in a year. If you lose 1 pound a month, you could lose 12 pounds a year. Same with real estate. If you pick up one buyer a week, that's 52 buyers every year. Not the same year, they're in your timeline, but you do that every day, every week. It fills up your, it's like making an appointment. It's making an appointment. Like, you make, geez, you have to go to the doctor. I don't know. So I'm always connecting the health stuff. I'm going on 53 years old. It's on your mind all the time. But the point is, try to make a doctor's appointment. It's like, dentist appointment. Oh my God. Okay. 6 months from now, I got to make a dentist appointment. That means my dentist has appointments every day, all day long for the next 6 months, because I can't get in to see him, or actually my dentist is a her, for 6 months. Their office, their people schedule the appointments. Well, who's the scheduler for you in your real estate business? You. And you got to go find those clients. And guess what? They're not going to call you. They're not going to call you unless you call them. They're not going to call you today and go, hey, can I book an appointment for you to help me sell my house 6 years from now? No, that's your job to follow up with them over the next couple months, a couple quarters every year, over the next 5-6 years, if they're looking to 6 years from now. And then back to, I see this in business. I'm an entrepreneur, been in this 30 years. What have I seen recently over the last several years with doctor's appointments and dentists? They're starting to act like businesses. They're calling, they're texting, they're emailing reminders of that you have an appointment. You know why they're doing that? Do you want to know why? Do you actually think your doctor, your dentist is reminding you because they're just being nice? They're like, oh, we should just remind Tony that he has an appointment this week. So he's, could he make sure it's on his schedule? And it would be so convenient to remind him. No, they're a business. They're reminding you so you don't forget, because that's how they make their money. They're reminding you to guilt you to make sure you don't cancel at the last minute, or you just don't do a no-show, because if you cancel now, a week before your appointment, they have time to fill up that appointment. They're doing it not to be nice. They're doing it to be smart business people. That's what you got to do for your business, but you got to call your people. We still looking 5 years from now. I got you in my calendar. Your appointment's booked January 1st or 2nd. And 5 years from now, just reminding you, remind them. Hey, Bob, calling you again this year, checking in, how's things going? We still have that appointment 5 years from now when you're looking to buy, or do you want to move it up or spread it or move it past? Think of it in that mentality, like you're checking up on your future appointment to when they're ready to use your service and buy it and sell. But I could go on and on about this, but I would love to talk to you one-on-one about this. So feel free to call, text, email me. We'll set up a time, explain things to do, the mindset in appointment making, not just this week or next month, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and keep on reminding and checking in and texting and emailing and calling and Facebook messaging, whatever you can to remind people of their future appointment they have with you, because you've been having conversations with them several times and over years, reminding them and checking in on them. So hopefully that made some sense. But the whole point of today was show up and do your best. Those things. That's the main thing today. I went off the topic, but show up and do your best. At the end of the day, did you do those two things? And at the end of the day, you're either going to be in a good mood because you showed up and did your best, or you're just going to be upset with yourself. And remember that tomorrow is a new day, and you have a new day to show up and do your best. Just always have the ability, but don't procrastinate. Don't say, well, tomorrow I'll do it, because there is no tomorrow. There's a line from Rocky. So, all right. Well, have a great night. Thanks for watching, and hope to speak to many of you very soon. Bye-bye.